The Fan Connection's Road to WrestleMania. The road starts here.
So we're taking it all the way back to WrestleMania 1, and we're willing to highlight all the key matches and moments
from WrestleMania 1 to WrestleMania 40 to get us ready for WrestleMania 41.
And as soon as WWE War Games Survivor Series has ended, y'all get ready, y'all buckle up. Raw, December 2nd.
CM Punk comes out to address his future, and he talks about receiving his favor and all the different ways he can get to the grandest stage of them all.
But then, Seth freaking Rollins gonna come out and ruin the party.
He's like, I don't like you.
And you're not gonna face anybody but me. And then pretty much CM Punk's like, I ain't got time for you, homeboy. And then Rollins has to cheap shot him to make him even worry about him.
Yeah, and Jay and Sammy come out to break it all up.
Then Sammy cuts a fire promo on Rollins, telling him that he's the one that caused the monster, creating the monster that is Roman Reigns.
This was a really good opening segment. And it's like, man, it's just a bunch of stars. It's like, you can't not like it. Especially after Survivor Series War Games.
So that leads up into like Sammy and Rollins end up having the main event spot. They're going to settle their differences later. Because Sammy says, you can't talk to Jey Uso like that.
But then, there's a Finn Balor segment. Where he says, if you listen to Finn, we all win. It doesn't seem like they like that very much.
No, it was all like, what does that mean?
But that was the segue going into Liv and Raquel facing Damage Control.
Surprisingly, Liv and Raquel beat Damage Control.
Not that surprising to me because they always just cheat. They get whooped up on and then they cheat. But in the end, Rhea comes out to defend Damage Control. They're building up this match for Saturday main event.
That's pretty much all that happened there. But in the next match, we get into the IC title tournament first triple threat match with Dakota Kai, Katana Chance, and Shayna Baszler.
Hey,
I knew Baszler wasn't going to win.
We already knew PFC sucks.
This match was still pretty good though. I feel like Dakota Kai was she was doing completely a lot better than last week how she was performing, and it's good for her for advancing.
This is a big Damage Control dub. I don't think Dakota Kai is the choice to become the IC title holder, but this was a good match, just technically, like storytelling in the ring between these three. And even though they're not huge stars and big names in the women's division, it was still really entertaining.
We are the FC, which makes y'all the FTCs. Fans that connect, the Fan Connection.
Hey, and speaking of FTCs, one of you lucky FTCs is going to win a free FC t-shirt. Check it out. Looks good, don't it? You want it. Alright guys, all you got to do to enter the contest is go down in the comments below and type FTC. Man, Royce, where were you when the New Day switched up?
Devin, who would have known both Kofi and Xavier was turning on Big E?
I didn't see that coming, dude.
I mean, I was basically right, though, was I not? About Big E getting low blowed? Was I not basically right?
Yeah, they definitely hurt his little feelings, man. Big man with little feelings. Man, Kofi jumped in his ass first. He didn't have no mercy for him, bro. I mean, get back to your desk from Xavier? That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, well, Stone Cold broke his neck and he came back.
Man, this was a good segment. This is what we were waiting for, man. Big E, good acting. He's like, man, it's over.
He just left and we'll never see him again. But then in the next match, we get Gunther versus Dom. But hell, Dom gave it his all. But in the end, he couldn't hold it up against the Ring General.
Yeah, he's too tough. Gunther is just simply too tough. but I smelled a little rat.
I was already calling.
What's that smell? It's a demon.
Finn Balor fed Gunther like 4 coup de grace after the match, and he was like, "Do you see me now? Watch me." Like, he's doing some Liv Morgan shit.
Man, I'm telling you, something's coming, and they're not going to like it. Finn Balor's snapping. The cracks are starting to show. And I'm telling you, if he loses those titles or something else happens, it's going to be the end of all of us.
Man, Finn Balor finna get beat up.
R-Truth defeats Pete Dunne or Butch. Okay. Lol, funny, haha.
R-Truth won, and he thought he was on the same team with Pete Dunne. That's all I got to say about that one.
And that just shows you what kind of wrestler Pete Dunne / Butch really is. But who attacked Jey Uso, though?
Leading into our main event, Sami Zayn versus Seth freaking Rollins.
Look, all I'm going to say is, that's what you get, Sammy, for meddling in other people's business. You always come out and you preach your little morals and you say that you shouldn't do that, that's mean. Well, look at you now.
And that match was really good too, like every match between Rollins and Zayn. But Sammy had thought that Seth was the one that attacked Jey Uso before this match. And then after that, Rollins rolls up Sammy, and, well, somebody came back. We finally figure out where Drew McIntyre's been. Rollins rolls Sammy up, and then Drew McIntyre attacks Sammy. So what's the backstory on that? I guess he's just mad at him for teaming with him or something?
They just don't like the bloodline, I guess. Because I'm assuming that Drew attacked Jey, right?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So I'm guessing Drew McIntyre got Jey, right?
I'm starting to question Seth Rollins' prestige. Like, of course he wins and stuff. I'm starting to feel like he's the guy who they kind of plug in wherever they need someone, much rather than he might be the best guy for the job, you know? But this was good for the main event of Raw.
But what's next for Seth Rollins? Like you said, he's losing prestige. Like, where is this going? Is he going to face CM Punk, or is CM Punk going to go on to face other people?
I don't know. Who's going to be the Ring General's next opponent?
And dude, what's next for Io Sky? Is she taking that title at Saturday Night Main Event coming up, or what?
You'll just have to catch us in the next episode to find out. And that's about it for this episode.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
As for the fan connection, we're out of here.